Hello friends, in this video I will share some of stories of my own, and before starting those stories I will request you that always watch and listen the videos in English language to improve your English speaking skills, because if you want to speak the English language it is very necessary to do the practice, and with the practice it is also necessary to watch videos in English language, listen the podcast in English language of your native and non-native English speakers, because when you are a beginner then it is very necessary to listen the native speakers, because their accent is very good and understandable. If in starting you listen the lectures and videos of foreigners, non-native peoples, and you will feel the difficulty because their accent is some way different from your accent. So if you understand the words, but due to the accent you will not be able to understand what they are speaking in their speech. So first of all, listen to your native speaker. I will share in this video some of my old stories that how I made myself able to speak a little. I am not fluent but a little fluent, and I am trying to improve myself day by day. And as I in some of my previous videos told you that in my school days, here there was no custom of reading the English language subject up to 5th standard. When I reached to 6th standard, then there was a book in English language, and there we learned the alphabetical words, you know, the A, B, C, D, and we came to know the how to write A, B, the capital letters and the small letters. Then when you are in 6th standards and then you try to learn the alphabetical words, then it is difficult. You cannot compete those people who learn the English from their basic classes. So I felt such kind of problems in my previous days, but I was curious. I wanted to do something, and I wanted to speak the English language, because whenever I used to watch the videos in English language on television or news in English language, then it was my interest to that one day I will also be able to speak the language in English. So that interest made me a passion to learn the English language. So I started from there learning the English language, and instead of the subjective books, I also read books from outside to improve my English. And I told you that in my 10th standard I used to read the book of bachelor level, because I wanted to make myself more fluent and more able than others. And in this way, when I was in college, there another interest came, and that interest was that at that time I wanted to become an artist, because there I was one day sitting in a hotel, and I was reading the newspaper. There was a advertisement that interested people of working in telefilm or dramas could contact. So I contacted with them, and at that time there was no cell phone or telephone facility. Only the way of communication was letter writing. So I wrote them letter, and then they replied me that come on the blah blah date, and send before coming, send some money for additions and something. So at that time I arranged money very difficultly, and money ordered them, and when I went there they asked me to do some things, and then they asked me that we would call you. Then still no, they did not call me, and I'm still waiting that when will they call me, because they were the fraudulent group, and they were extorting the money just cheating the people, giving them the greed of becoming a popular artist, because at that time there was no other medium. Only one television network was, that was the Pakistan television network, and people were curious to watch the dramas. I had seen at that time that people used to gather in a house where there was a television set, because everybody at that time could not afford the television set, and people gathered on a special house where there was a television set, and they used to watch the dramas collectively sitting on the ground, and for hour late night, for late night times, and I also used to. In this way, I was curious that I should also come on the screen. So I was trying my struggle, and finally I was able to get a little chances in Pakistan television network, but the producer at that time did not give me proper chance, proper character. I was willing to do the central character, but they were giving me the extra characters, sometimes silent characters. So there, then I thought that they were not giving me the chance. I should do something else. So I gathered a friend of my same choice or same interest, and we made at that time plan that we should do a production collectively. We should gather the money, we should collect the money from each other, and from some businessmen and from some other personalities, political personalities, and we should make a project of own. At that time, I wrote a comic script. You know that that script was of duration of 40 or 50 minutes duration, and I wrote at that time, but I was not getting any producers who could invest on my project. So we friend decided that we will gather amount, we will collectively try to collect the money, and then we collected a little amount to make that project, and that first project was recorded. I wrote that project in Urdu language, but friends suggested me that we should make this project in the regional Potwari language, because at that time the Potwari language was very famous due to some projects were being telecasted on their cable networks. So we made that project in Potwari language. That project gained lot of popularity. After that, I wrote some other stories. Almost I have written more than 20 teleplays and teledramas, and 10 or 13 were recorded with the help of some producer, with the help of some friends of mine. They invested on those projects, and those projects were telecasted in that time on cable network, because the only source was cable network, because the television, other televisions were not purchasing our project, because our project was in regional language and they were telecasting in Urdu language. So we used to telecast our plays on cable networks, and also released those projects on CDs. At that time, CDs, DVDs period. Right now, CDs and DVDs period has ended. Social media has come, and everything is in on social media, on YouTube. You know that you can search and browse and watch everything of your choice on social media. But at that time there were too much problems. That time it was very difficult to make the project. It was easy to telecast, but to make the project, right now you can access to social media, you have your cell phone, very best friend, and you can show your talent through this medium to everywhere. At that time, getting the chance was very difficult. If you get the chance, probably you will become the you would become the popular personality. Right now, the chances are open, but lack of talent. Due to the lack of talent, you could not go ahead. You cannot go ahead. To go ahead, it requires the talent. And if you are a talented person, then you can easily make your place on social media or on any medium. Because at that time, if you had the talent, but the producers were not giving you the chance, and no one was noticing you that you are a talented person because you did not get the chance. Right now, if you have the talent, you will show your talent on social media. And I have seen that some people, those were at that time very familiar, when they came on social media, and they tried to show their talent, because their talent was due to those writers. They were reading the scripts and delivering on screen. But when it comes to make your own videos, think your own ideas, it is very difficult. Everybody cannot do such kind of videos, because it requires first of all plot a idea to discuss. If you don't have any idea, how will you be able to discuss? Right now, if I am discussing on something, it is my old experience, or things have happened to with me, so I am sharing with you. If I don't have any experience, I will not be able to speak for minutes or 2 minutes. So if you want to go ahead in any field, if you want to improve yourself in English language especially, then you have to work hard, do struggle, do the hard work, and try to learn the English language gradually. Whenever you watch the news on television, and there was difficult words used in the news, and you feel very much astonished that, oh, I cannot able to speak or learn the language because it is too much difficult for me. But gradually you will be able to learn, and one day you will be able to understand all the news, and you will also speak like those. For that, struggle and consistent effort is very necessary, because in everything, if you are a consistent person, then you will progress. As you know that on social media, you have to keep yourself consistent. If you don't keep yourself consistent, social media do not give you the promotion. To promote yourself, do hard work and respect others. I think those people, those do not care for others, are not good people. Those people who give the respect, they are very lucky person, and one day they will be succeeded. A day comes when they will succeed. So always respect others, and right now hope you find this video useful. If you find useful, then please hit the like button, subscribe button, and also give your suggestions. If you are expert in the English language, what mistakes I have made in this speech, you can also give me suggestions to improve them. If you have noticed some mistakes when spontaneously, fluently speak, then it is the chances of some mistakes. So pardon me for those, and right now allow me from this video, and before leaving the beautiful message that we should love each other without discrimination of religion, culture, territory, whether male or female, because we all are created by Almighty God. Thank you. Altaf Malik, and you are watching me on my English language channel. Thank you. Bye bye.